Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are unpacking a story that sounds like a political thriller, but it's very real. It involves a businessman already facing attempted murder charges, a WhatsApp message to a senior Hawks officer, and allegations that personal details of President Cyril Ramaphosa were shared in a mysterious document. The man at the center of this scandal is Vusimuzi, Matlala, a name that has been floating around both business and law enforcement circles for years. Matlala is no stranger to controversy, but this time, he might have crossed into dangerous territory. Reports say that on April 13, 2025, he sent a file titled Memo Biz Traces to April 2020 to Major-General Lesetja Senona, head of the Hawks in KwaZulu-Natal. Inside that file were supposedly 3 different identity numbers, all allegedly linked to the president, along with financial and business records. Now, sending such a document to a top police officer is not just odd, it's potentially illegal. Investigators say the file is under forensic analysis to determine whether it's genuine or fabricated. And for context, the Hawks have confirmed that any attempt to share or falsify private details of a sitting president is treated as a serious matter. But who exactly is Matlala, and why would he do this? He's a businessman with political connections and a colorful history. He's currently out on bail for attempted murder, accused of conspiring to harm a business rival. Over the years, his name has surfaced in stories about corruption, insider links to police officials, and business deals that didn't always add up. He's the kind of figure who seems to pop up whenever money and politics collide, and now, he's managed to drag the president's name into his chaos. According to sources close to the investigation, the WhatsApp message sent to Major-General Senona wasn't just a simple text, it was a file claiming to trace business activity linked to the head of state. Whether that information is true or a complete fabrication remains unclear, but the Hawks cyber experts are working to find out. If the data is genuine, then it could mean there's a leak within government systems. If it's fake, then Matlala could be facing fresh charges for circulating false information or attempting to manipulate law enforcement. Either way, the outcome won't be good for him. Political analysts are already describing the situation as explosive. Langan Lovu, a respected commentator, noted that even the circulation of such a document, real or not, could damage public confidence in state institutions. And that's the bigger issue here. Every time something like this happens, it weakens the credibility of our security agencies and raises doubts about who really controls sensitive information in this country. Let's be honest, the idea that a private businessman, already facing criminal charges, somehow got his hands on multiple ID numbers supposedly belonging to the president is deeply unsettling. How did he get that data? Who gave it to him? And what was he planning to achieve by sending it to a Hawks general? Was it an attempt to expose something? A power move? Or simply a reckless act meant to grab attention? This story also sheds light on a growing problem in South Africa, the blurring line between business, politics, and law enforcement. Too often, individuals with deep connections seem to operate above the law, using information as leverage. Matlala's decision to contact a senior Hawks officer directly, instead of going through legal channels, raises suspicions about how comfortable he feels operating within those networks. And while all this plays out, both the Hawks and the presidency remain silent. No official statement has been made, which only adds to the mystery. Insiders suggest that the Hawks are being extremely cautious, not wanting to reveal details before verifying the authenticity of the file. The presidency's silence could mean they're waiting for confirmation before reacting publicly, or it could mean there's more to this story than meets the eye. From a security perspective, the stakes are high. If that file contains real personal information about the president, it points to a serious data breach at the highest level. That would mean someone inside government circles had access to private details and passed them along. But if the file turns out to be fake, it suggests someone went to great lengths to create a false trail, possibly to smear the president's reputation or to create panic within law enforcement. Either scenario has political consequences. Behind the scenes, experts say digital forensics teams are now tracing the document's origins, who created it, which device it came from, and whether it was copied from a secure database. Depending on what they find, Matlala could be charged under laws governing classified information or cybercrime. And given his pending attempted murder case, this could complicate his legal defense even further. Let's also not ignore the public side of the story. Ordinary South Africans are once again seeing headlines that make them question the integrity of government structures. Every scandal involving high-level names reinforces a sense that corruption and carelessness have become normalized. People are tired of hearing that sensitive state information somehow ends up in private hands, especially when it involves the president himself. And while we can laugh at the absurdity of it, a man accused of attempted murder casually sending the president's supposed ID numbers on WhatsApp, there's a darker undertone. It reflects how fragile the country's data security systems have become, and how easily personal or classified information can be used as a weapon in political or personal disputes. What's particularly striking is that Matlala has not commented publicly. His legal team has gone silent, which might be a smart move given the circumstances. Anything he says now could make things worse. And as investigators dig deeper, his credibility continues to crumble. For someone already fighting serious charges, this new scandal might be the final blow to whatever reputation he had left. In the end, this story is not just about one man's poor decisions. It's about the vulnerability of South Africa's institutions and the constant overlap between private ambition and public responsibility. It's about how quickly a single file, whether real or fake, can shake confidence in leadership and expose cracks in state security. For now, all eyes are on the Hawks and the presidency. Will they confirm the authenticity of the file? Will new charges be laid? Or will this be one of those stories that quietly fades away until the next scandal emerges? Whatever happens, it's a reminder that in South African politics, truth often hides behind layers of intrigue, influence, and ego. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Matlala was exposing corruption, or just digging himself a deeper hole? Let's hear what you think. Thanks for watching, stay sharp, stay informed, and as always, see you next time.